Now, I want to start thinking of balancing between centeredness and relatedness. Both are disciplines qualities that can align them, but the importance for balancing ourselves between that centering and that relatedness. And I was thinking really about the founding of Questhaven between Flower and Lawrence Newhouse, and I realized that they were really good, at least examples for us to look at. Flower in the way of centeredness today, even though they had some balance, and Lawrence in the way of relatedness, particularly in the founding of the ministry. And to be fair to them, we aren't talking about rays today, but Flower's ray was the sixth ray, which is a ray of devotion. Well, that's going to align itself very nicely with centership, right? Attuning to God. Lawrence, I believe, was a ray one. There's the active leadership in doing. Well, that lines itself very much up to relatedness or doing for God. So we can see that their beginnings and what their inclinations were, how they were created by God, those impulses, really were important in balancing the founding of Questhaven. Flower really kept that attunement, and there was a lot of concern early on about her health and things. So Lawrence really stepped up and really was, in the early years, the related part, not only in the building of Questhaven, but that relating the word out even with people. Now, to illustrate a little difference between the two qualities, I do remember Flower saying in one talk, the only time she was really annoyed with Lawrence was he would come to her and want some answer that would help him go out and do. He needed her to give him some guidance for something that project would come, so he might push a little bit, she would say. And she would say, Lawrence, I have to go into silence. You have to give me time. So there you can see the tendencies and the differences between them. If we are so locked into relatedness, we can sometimes go out, get our mission, and go out and fulfill it. The centeredness brings balance to that. It keeps us going back to the well periodically, to the well of the source, to make sure we are refined and aligned. And as you reflect on yourselves today, you will find perhaps some evidence of that, because we all have each of these within us, evidence of that true. So whenever we're getting a guidance, we have to remember not to just go charging to the mountain, which is wonderful. It's relating God, right? And keep that centeredness while you do. And on the flip side, when we're in that centeredness mode, we can want to just block out the rest of the world. We just want to go into that spiritual isolation, in a sense, and just love God. So we have to constantly remind ourselves that we are here to bring back that experience of our connection with God and reveal it to the outside world.